Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, life just doesn't go the way you want? You pour your heart into a relationship, believing it's meant to last, only to watch it fall apart. You chase a dream, give it everything, only to see doors slam shut in your face. You hold on to a plan, expecting life to follow your script, but instead you face heartbreak, setbacks, and unanswered prayers. And in those moments you feel lost. You wonder, what did I do wrong? You ask, why does life feel so unfair? But what if I told you there's just one lesson, just one that could free you from that pain? A lesson that, if truly understood, will give you an unshakable sense of peace, power, and purpose, no matter what happens in life. It's called detachment. And by the end of this video, you'll see life differently. Once you do, nothing will ever hold you back again. The story of Adrian. A painful realization. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Adrian. He was a hard worker, a loyal friend, and someone who believed that if you give your best, life will reward you. He spent 6 years in a company, doing everything right. Staying late, going the extra mile, making sacrifices, because he believed that loyalty would lead to success. Then one day, the company announced a promotion. Adrian was sure it was his. But when the decision came, they gave it to someone else. Someone who had just joined the company a year ago. Adrian was devastated. He felt betrayed. He felt like all those years of effort had meant nothing. He had attached his happiness, self-worth, and identity to that promotion. And when that outcome didn't happen, he suffered. But here's the truth. His pain didn't come from the situation itself. It came from his attachment. Attachment makes us believe that life should follow our script. That if we do X, we must get Y. That if we love someone deeply, they should stay. That if we work hard, success must follow. But life doesn't work that way. The more we cling to how things should be, the more we suffer when they don't go as planned. Detachment, on the other hand, teaches us this. Give your best, but don't be owned by the result. Love deeply, but don't fear loss. Work hard, but don't let rewards define your worth. Trust the process, but don't demand a specific outcome. Because when you stop tying your happiness to external things, you become free. The silent pain of clinging too tightly. Think about it. How many times have you held onto something or someone too tightly, only for it to slip through your fingers? Maybe it was a relationship. You loved them with all your heart, but they left anyway. Maybe it was a career goal. You sacrificed everything for it, only to be met with failure. Maybe it was a dream. You visualized it every day, but no matter how hard you tried, it never materialized. And what happened? The harder you held on, the more it hurt when it didn't work out. This is because attachment breeds fear. Fear of losing, fear of failing, fear of not being enough. And fear keeps you trapped. But what if, instead of resisting life, you embraced it? What if, instead of clinging to control, you let go and trusted the process? That's what detachment is. How detachment can set you free. Detachment doesn't mean not caring. It doesn't mean giving up or walking away from things that matter. It means choosing inner peace over control. It means understanding that life will not always go the way you expect. And that's okay. But here's the thing. Practicing detachment is not easy. It takes dedication and determination. It requires you to retrain your mind, to stop expecting life to be fair, and to embrace what comes, whether good or bad. But once you master it, it gives you ultimate freedom. The freedom to love without fear. The freedom to dream without pressure. The freedom to live without being defined by success or failure. And when you reach that level of peace, nothing and no one will have power over you again. So I'll ask you this. What is one thing you're holding on to right now that's actually holding you back? Maybe it's a past relationship. Maybe it's a dream that no longer serves you. Maybe it's the fear of what people think. Whatever it is, let it go. Not because you don't care, but because your peace is worth more than your attachment. Let me tell you about a woman named Tina. Tina loved her husband deeply. She built her world around him. She believed that if she loved him enough, he would never leave. But one day he did. She begged him to stay. She cried. She clung to their memories. She couldn't let go. For years, she lived in sorrow. She replayed their past over and over, wishing things had turned out differently. She was trapped in her attachment. But one day, she read these words. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43 verse 18. She realized that clinging to the past was only hurting her. She made a decision to release, to trust that life had something greater for her. And the moment she let go, peace came. Because true freedom begins when you stop clinging to what's already gone. The 3 greatest lessons on detachment. Here's what detachment truly means. 1. Detach from expectations. Stop expecting life to go exactly as planned. Instead, embrace what comes. 2. Detach from control. The only thing you truly control is your response. The rest is beyond you. 3. Detach from fear. Fear comes from attachment, whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or loss. Let go, and fear loses power over you. Every great transformation requires letting go. How to practice detachment in your life. So, how do you actually practice detachment? 1. Surrender daily. Give your plans to life. Stop forcing things to happen your way. 2. Focus on effort, not outcome. Give your best, but don't let results define your joy. 3. Learn from nature. A river doesn't force its way through obstacles. It flows around them. Be like the river. 4. Trust completely. If one door closes, it's because a better one is waiting. Final message. The ultimate freedom. The moment you stop chasing, clinging, and controlling, you unlock a new level of peace and power. The world won't always give you what you want. But if you learn to detach, life will give you something even greater. Freedom. So let me ask you, what are you holding on to that's actually holding you back? A toxic relationship. A job that drains you. The fear of failure. Let it go. Because when you trust life's plan, you will always receive something far greater than what you lost. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more wisdom like this, subscribe to Bloomsage Nest.